Okay, fellow golfers, Richie from Golfland, Marietta, California, Richie Gerard. I've done a couple of these videos before, and they're a little bit too complicated for the average golfer, so I'm going to make this real simple for people just starting out. And I come out and hit balls all the time. My dog sits there and laughs at me. I put their music on. It's a good stress release. And the more and more I hit golf balls, the more and more I realize that the whole swing is in your hands. Your hands are everything. That goes for everything. Texting, playing the piano, guitar, art. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Your hands are the most important part. That's why these pros are so good. Their hands are so good, they can manipulate this club face any way they want. So you can swing, do whatever you want. It doesn't matter until your hands are trained. That's key. Nothing else matters. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is working the toe. Okay, I had the pleasure of meeting and working with the great and late Coach Barry at Washington Street Golf Range. He was Ricky Fowler's coach when he was growing up. And every time he would walk by me, he would tell me, hey, Richie, work that toe, work that toe. Well, what does that mean? Okay, this is the toe of your club. The toe of your club has to be cutting through the golf ball at impact. Like this. The toe has to cut through the ball like that. Cut through the ball like that. In other words, it's turning when it hits the ball. The toe is going to go like this. Think about it. In physics, what's the fastest part of this golf club when you're coming down? It would be the toe. Pure physics, right? That's the longest point between the shaft and your arm and the end of the shaft. That's where all your speed is. Okay? You can stand there, swing, do whatever you want with your arms, your hips, everything, until you train your hands to have this toe cut through the ball. You're wasting your time. Okay, that's number one. Number one about everything else. To train your hands to control that club face, to cut through that toe. So the only thing I want you to pay attention to when you go to the driving range is two swing thoughts. You'll pay attention to that toe and that spot you're trying to hit. That's the only two things you're going to think about when you're swinging. Everything else doesn't matter until you get a little control with your hands and your toe. Okay, the more I swing and the better I get with my hands, the easier and easier it is to hit the ball, and I can start hitting it purer and purer, paying attention to that toe. Now, when you go to swing, obviously the faster you swing and the harder you swing, the less control you're going to have of that toe. So you have to start off slow until you start feeling that toe cut through the ball. So your hands are going to be cutting through the ball. I don't care how you do it. You can break your hands up here, you can break them down here, you can break them at the bottom, but that toe has to be cutting through that ball. Cut through the ball. You're going to make solid impact, and you're going to compress the ball too, which is really important if you want to put some spin on it, okay? So that's all I want you to do. All those other videos I did was a little bit too complicated for you. So just start out on that and train those hands. Train those hands. And that's it. By the way, I got nice feet, don't I? Yeah. I figured I'd throw that in there for a little humor. This is Richie from Marietta, California. Good luck. Train those hands, and you're going to become a better golfer. Bye, and happy golfing.